Hello fellow gamers, welcome back to Fire Emblem the Sacred Stones. Kevin J2010 here, and I still cannot say Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem is just a really hard word to say fast like that. Anyway, in the last episode, we defeated Volter and we got very close to the end of this level. We're right in front of Caellach. And there's only 13 enemies left on the field, including this berserker over here, who I'm probably going to kill with Cormag with a sword of some sort. Anyway, so we're just going to try to get everyone in nice and close. And hopefully they can go in for the kill soon. Yeah, so let's just start this episode with an enemy turn. Go! That wasn't much of an enemy turn. All they did was, like, stand there. Anyway. I'm going to let Ephraim try taking this one. Oh, yeah, hit him in one hit. That's good. Bam! Awesome. Hopefully you guys can't hear my... I'm actually going to turn that off. I don't think you could have heard it, but... we'll see. I don't think you could have heard it, but... in the off chance that you did, I am sorry. Anyway. I'm more concerned that you might be able to hear my dad coughing in the back. Why am I talking about this again? I don't know. Yeah, so Jafar got attacked that turn. And he's still not able to get out of here. And neither are you. God, this is so annoying. Okay, let's see if I can kill you with a steel lance. Yes, I can. So we'll just one hit you. Whoop. Bam! I'm glad I made Gilliam a general. It's very useful. It's very useful, actually. It really helps a lot to have, like, just one guy on your team who's just like a big wall. He just sponges everything. It's so useful. Like, I'm not kidding. It's one of the most useful things you can do in this game. You just have a big, massive guy who can't move that fast, but when you need defense, he's just there. So I just wanted to get Noel some experience here, which is why he went for the attack here and took 3 damage. Oh, no! But he finally got to level 12. So I could class him up right now. Might as well not do it till I finish the level, mainly because I might as well at least finish the level. Because if I at least finish the level, that way, I don't know, we can feel accomplished. I don't know. I don't know my reasons sometimes either. Well, I probably should have traded that Luna. Whatever. We're gonna just charge you in here with a Thunder. I'm probably going to use Thunder a lot with Saleh, just because I don't want to waste L-Fires with him. Because L-Fire is just so useful. And frankly, he's not too fast with it. Oh, wait, I didn't... oh, okay. So if I move you out of the way, like right there, can Arter make it up to... no, he can't. Okay, whatever. I'll just move him all the way up here. I can heal somebody. You don't need to be healed, though. It just gets me experience that I don't need. Gets me experience that I don't need. Anyway. Okay, so everyone's just gonna move up, and I hate how the horse people, they barely move. They're like, ready, charge! Look at this guy, ready, charge. Yeah, anyway. And now I believe we have time for the enemy turn. Okay, sorry, I like doing something. Anyway, let's just kill you with Calm, because I like using assassins, because assassins are cool. So I'm just gonna do that. That's always fun. Let's get some magic guys going. Can you flex? No, you can't. But I can trade him first. I'm going to do that regardless, because I wanted to get that Luna off him. And then I can attack with the Luna, and I can damage that one and not take any damage back. That's always nice. I believe the idea of Luna is that it's supposed to, I gotta read what that does actually. I believe it says something along the lines of using it, yeah, it negates resistance, so it does like extra damage essentially. Oh, you can kill him from here. Yay, this looks awesome. Oh wow, sure shot. Not like you need it. Basically they have a little ability every once in a while that they'll just automatically make sure they hit. It's a pretty useless ability. But it's basically 100% I'll hit you move, and it doesn't... if it's completely random, you wouldn't bank on it. Thus, it's just kind of like, why? It's a really stupid idea, actually. I don't like it. but they... Sorry, when they were... I think since in the original North American release Fire Emblem, they the only unit that had a special ability was the assassin. I've probably talked about this before, but basically they're the only ones who had an ability, and the ability was that out of their critical hit percentage, if they get a critical hit, there is a 25% chance that they will get an automatic kill. So you give them a killing lens or a killing edge, and they would automatically destroy everything. So then they thought they would just give units like just random abilities. Most of them don't have anything. Generals have this thing called Great Defense. I'm just going to talk through it because they're not going to do anything. Generals have a thing called... Oh, dear God, that was a hammer. Uh-oh. No. Uh-oh. 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 This is not good. Not good. Oh, good. Okay. That's good. You did like 0 damage. Please don't kill him, because if you kill him, the other one will get to attack you, and he might actually do damage. Good. Can't die. That was a close one. Anyway, they have a thing called... Oh, wait, he can. Oh, wait. Oh, he doesn't do any damage either. Yay! Anyway, it's called Great Defense, which basically means he has a random percentage chance that he won't... Then they get to attack too? Uh-oh, he does exactly 4 damage. No! No, please! No! No! Yes! Good job, Gilliam! Now the other one's going to attack too. Oh, the other one can't attack! Gilliam, you are the greatest thing that has ever happened mending right away. Gilliam, you are my hero. I am going to change my icon for today's episode to be of Gilliam because of his triumphant effort. That was amazing. Everyone in the comments, please just put a comment that says like applause or clap, because that was amazing. That is over the top, just absolutely amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, I can't get it. That's amazing. Have I said that? That's amazing. Anyway, I'm gonna go to this vendor. No, I can't say any. He's got the power of Link's right armpit, man. Oh wait, we don't have any money. That's a problem. Does anyone have anything like sellable? Actually, we do have something that we can sell. I'm gonna actually do that because I'm hilarious that way. Well, I'll do that over the next few turns. Basically, I'm gonna try getting Ephraim there, and then I'm gonna use Ephraim to I'm gonna use Ephraim to basically go through his supply. And I think we have... I'm going to try selling off some of the upgrade items we got because we really don't need them. And we'll get Noel some experience here. Wow. Flux is always cool, just the way they even knew that it worked. If you listen closely, you'll notice that the flux goes from the side of your headphones that the shaman's on to the opponent. I always thought that was really cool. Yeah, so still charging. You know what? You can get revenge for almost dying. Can we kill you in one shot? Because that would save me a lot of time. No, you can't. Well, then fine. You won't get your revenge. He will take it for you. Yeah, he will. And bam. Good job, Cormag. I just like Cormag. I've used him on runs before. One time, I think I might do it on a stream or something. I might just start running through the game with like the most unorthodox team possible. Like, I'm gonna try to use the Pegasus Knights, which are completely viable if you train them up. And then I'm gonna try like everything just to make them good. Let's just see what's in the supply, because we're not gonna attack just yet. Let's see what's worth. You can give that. No, you have a lot. Well, let's give it. Yeah, that Iron Lance is gonna break soon anyway. Let's just see what we have in here we're selling. That Devil Axe we can just sell because we don't need it. Oh, we have the Garm. That's always nice. We can sell the Elysian Whip. We won't need that anymore. We can probably sell the Master... Well, we won't sell the Master Seal because that's always that's always useful. But yeah, we have some things we can sell. Okay. Just run over here, I guess. And we need to kill that shaman somehow. I think that shaman's gonna make its way over to Cormag, and that means, yeah, okay. It's gonna go for Flux. It's probably gonna hit, but it doesn't really matter. Whether it's not like it was a critical, and I was gonna be really mad, but yeah. Anyway, so who's gonna get the kill? Let's let Ross get. No, we have to let Noel get the kill. Flux. Luna, Nosferatu, no. Okay, well, we'll let Colm get it, because I just love using assassins. Now let's go for the Iron Sword, because it'll still finish the job. Bam! Hit me if you dare. Aha! How dare you? I don't know. I'm just being silly. It's not even like I feel bad. It's just... I don't know. I don't feel sick or anything. Okay, you take out some of the things we're going to sell. You take out the Elysian Whip.
And, yeah. And you go to supply and take... What are we going to sell? I just want to sell, like, a couple things just to identify. We'll sell the Devil's Axe because it's completely useless. Okay. Anyway, so we're going to start working on heading towards him. What weapons does he have? He only uses axes, so that actually helps us a lot, because that means we can just use the sword. He's stuck on Tomahawk, so no matter what, our first hit can be really good. Our subsequent hits, on the other hand, won't be anywhere near as good. Okay, because he's going to switch over to the Silver Axe, and he's going to do a crap ton of damage, so if we can keep it a distant battle, we'll be okay. So, yeah, enemy phase, my turn, that was fun. Okay, you go in there, go to the vendor, sell the Devil's Axe, because that is, like, the most useless item in the game. And I'm not even lying, that actually is a terrible item. I would never suggest using it, unless, like, if you really want to take a gamble in this game, like, go ahead, but I personally play this game without taking gambles. Okay, so we're buying the Divine for, Ardor, and I'll buy some Vulneries, because we're kind of low on Vulneries. Buy a bunch of these, because I don't need much else. God, there's just been something in, like, my throat, and it just keeps showing up there, and it's really annoying. Anyway. Trade with him. Take his Divine and put it over your Restore, because Restore is sort of something you never really need. Anyway, okay, so, we're pretty much in the right position. Let's see, if Seth were to go in with his Javelin, he would do 6 damage, get hit by 20, and the next turn probably get hit by 20 again, so let's not try that. Let's just move everyone a teensy bit closer. By teensy, I mean 3 spaces away, which is the magic number on this. Well, generally 3 spaces away is the best distance to be, because they're not going to move, so it's generally the best idea. I'll put Josh right there, because I'm pretty... Wait, yeah, he's only 1 space short, so he can just go there. And you go there, and you can go wherever, because you're a magic guy. Okay, the enemy turn go. Okay, we're gonna get a healer over there, so he's ready to help. Noel's probably not gonna fight in it, so just mend him to get some experience. I don't know. I'm kind of neglected on healing this 2 HP, oh no, for like the past few turns. Anyway. Okay, so if we were to start attacking, you would go in with your Steel Axe and get killed, so let's not try that. You would go in with your Iron Sword, do nothing. Steel Sword, do nothing. Because he has a Hoppling Guard, you can't get critical hits on him, as I've probably said, but in case not. There you go. That's viable, that might actually do good. Steel, he would just die. How much health do you have? You have 41 total. If we heal you, you won't die. Well, except for the chance of critical, which is 0, but... And let's think of some other distant options. If you were to go here with your Iron Bow, you would still get killed, so let's not try that. Caellach generally is the harder to kill, I will give you that. He's generally much harder to kill. And that's mainly because of the fact that he has the Hoppling Guard. Because if it was up to me, I would just go in with the first guy who had any sort of killing item. But we don't have that, so...
Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put him right there. Not attack, because then next turn he'll hit me with 23, and I'll hit back with 14. So then we'll be a little bit ahead. So I'm just going to wait there, and I'm going to let him attack me. Which is actually a pretty decent strategy in terms of timing. He's going to throw the Tomahawk at me, it's going to do loads of damage. I'm going to hit him with the Hellfire. Oh, I'm not going to hit him with the Hellfire because the game hates me. In case you didn't know. God. Sally, I give you one job and you screw it up. How much would Divine do? Let me just check. 13, then I get killed before the second attack, so let's not even bother with that. And my dog is barking outside again. Anyway, I'm going to mend Sally, so he will actually just attack Sally. So what I'm trying to go for is that he'll attack Sally. If you just went in with a sword, how would it do? Wouldn't be too bad. In fact, he probably wouldn't hit me. And if he doesn't hit me with this, he probably wouldn't hit me with the Silver Axe. But again, there's no real way of telling. You can use swords. Let's run that over to him, actually. Except you definitely need to be 3 spaces away, because there's no way you're going to be able to do it without having 3 spaces. Trade that to him. No, we'll first go to the supply. Give the Restore, take the Iron Sword. It doesn't matter which one. I just want to give him one. So I give him the Iron Sword, and you can take his Short Spear so you can have a ranged weapon now. Okay. Okay, so we're getting a little bit better. Let's see if you were to go in with the sword, what would happen? You would do 8, he would do 16. I just realized you have no health. And even if you did 16, if you're at full health, you wouldn't die. So So that is important that we can do that. Anyway, I'm going to let him attack Sally again. Ow. There we go. I just wanted to do that so we can get ahead on hits. So now that we're sort of ahead there. See, if I heal him up... Wait, can you even attack him? No, you can't. So that was a complete waste of time. Okay, so... if you were to heal him... he would go in with his iron sword and only do 8 damage. But he would do 8 damage. That's what's important here. He'll actually do 8 damage, probably. So that's 8 damage. That is 9 damage. 8 plus 9 plus 20. 8 plus 9 is 17. Plus 20 is 37. So we would kill him if we hit with all of these. But we have to make sure we hit with all of these, and that's the biggest problem. Well, as soon as anything goes wrong, you can rescue him, right? Yes, you can. So we can kind of be a little careful. We can be safe with that. Can you rescue? Yes, you can. Okay, so we have a bunch of backup options here. Is anyone going to die from trying this attack? I don't think anyone will die from this. If you go with the steel sword, you do 20 damage. You take 18. Okay, let's start with the most risky to the least risky. I mean, other way around. Everyone's at a pretty high risk here, actually. So, if you go in with the steel sword, you have the least chance of getting hit. So, you'll probably be okay. So, let's just go for the 20 damage here, because this is the big jump that we're going to do. And we do still have Sally to do damage, and he missed. Okay, so that's what was important, that he missed there. Oh, and then I missed. Dang, that kind of ruins things, actually. I haven't healed anyone yet, so keep that in mind. I can go in with the Hellfire, which will do 14. Then I can go for the Thunder, which will do 12, and I have less chance of hitting, so let's not even try that. Mend him, so no matter what, he can take the hit regardless, because I might need to do that. I might go for him with the attack. You can go in and attack as well with the Silver Bow, which will do 12, but you probably won't hit, but it's an option. In fact, let's just go for that, because then... there we go. Okay, so we have a pretty good chance of winning now. Okay, this shouldn't be too bad, because you go for the Hellfire, and you should win. We should win right here. Is there anyone I want to get the experience? Yes, I'm kind of getting greedy now. If I use Luna, and I hit, which I have a 12% chance of doing, a 12% chance of doing, as I can barely talk. How much would you do? 1 or 4. Let's not do that. Okay, Sally, you can finish this off. If you hit with the Hellfire, he is dead. If not, we're gonna have a problem, but we can probably work with it. Okay, go. Please hit. Okay, we did it. See how I had to plan that whole thing? This is why I don't like this level. Wow, I've been recording for 20 minutes. And I bet 7 of those minutes were me just planning out what to do there. I am very sorry that it took me that long to plan. Anyway. He is now level 5, which is pretty cool. But still, no matter how strong you think you are... Oh, wow. He's actually standing on the space where he can grab a warp, so... in case you need to know that. I'm actually going to try flying around and pick up some of the items, so I will... because all that's left is we need to kill the last enemy, which is this guy over here. So I will talk to you guys in a moment. Over here is a Worm Slayer. That is the sword that can defeat wyverns. Probably would have helped against Voltard, regardless. Not that big of a deal. Okay, so apparently I can't find the Swift Soul here. It's a pretty useful item, but I guess I can't find it. Whatever. It's not that big of a deal. I'm just more or less picking up items while I'm on my way over to kill this dude. Anyway, so... anyway. Did I just accidentally? No, I didn't. Okay. Did I accidentally the whole thing? Okay, so I checked all over the level. I couldn't seem to find them. Basically, in these few squares right here, these 5x3 square or 4x3 squares right here. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Yeah, so 3 by 4 squares right here are the, there's a silver card here. If you had a thief up here, or a rogue, basically what it does is it will give you, it will give you basically half off all items. Down here there's an item called a Matisse, wait, what's it called? Matrice's Tomb. I forget what it does. It's pretty useful, but it's not the most useful. And down here in the far right corner is an eclipse for like these 5 spaces this way. There's an eclipse, which is the long range dark spell, which will always half damage. It's really not that useful. And over here, which I didn't pick up, is a killer bow, but that's not really worth getting either, because I mean we can buy those. So besides, I didn't even bring a thief. So I'm gonna try killing him, or this dude, this turn. I'm gonna start with a divine, so you guys can see what that looks like. Not the most cool looking move in the game, but it does a lot of damage, and I like using it. Anyway, I'm going to charge in Cormag for the finishing kill with his iron sword. Bam. And there we go. That was a long episode, wasn't it? With an odd feeling it was. Anyway, so he's now level 2 Wyvern Lord, which is pretty cool. And we got a hand axe, something that he definitely does not need. Erica! Brother! You've done well, Erica. Thanks to you, Ephraim. Wait a moment. I've something to give you. These are the sacred twin relics of Johanna. The Ice Sword Alhuma and the Wind Blade Excalibur. Johanna's sacred twins. But it seems like we were too late. Johanna's hall has fallen. Yes, and Queen Ismare died resisting Grotto. Now that we have at last been reunited once again, perhaps this would be a good time to share information. I'm sure we all are most anxious to learn of what has happened. We get the Alhuma, which is the most powerful sword in the game. If you look at it, it's pretty powerful. It increases resistance +5, which is very good for sword masters and stuff. And you get Excalibur, which is the most powerful magic spell in the game. Well, anima magic. It raises speed, which again is great for mages since they're since they have average speed. It will just blow anyone away. Anyway, I'll put that away too. Wow, that was a lot. Anyway, so I'm sorry for the very long episode. I'm probably gonna actually be nice and leave like a little skip button for that whole cutscene. But thank you guys so much for sticking with me this whole time. Next time on Fire Emblem the Sacred Stones, we are going to be starting the next chapter. And I'll see you guys all next time, where we finally are reunited with Ephraim and Erica. See you later.